Aqui, each diff. So that's what happened. Here we are. Happy New Year. Happy Christmas. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy Christmas. Happy New Year. Can you, Father? Happy New Year. Happy Christmas. But although my whatever, I still believe that. Okay. Let's leave it at that. Let's leave it at that. Facebook, are we okay? TikTok, we are good. Yeah. So, good evening, my brothers and sisters. I am wishing you the very best as we come to the end of this year. Yeah. What about here? Let's also try to clean up this one also. Okay. There we are. Now, what's going on with Facebook? Let me check. 1, 2, double check. Oh, there's one person I've not sent a message to. I'm gonna send it soon after this. Facebook is looking interesting. This side, it is just like it looks like I'm not live. Looks like I'm not live, but anyway, he can let's talk. Yeah. So yes, my brothers and sisters, first and foremost, I want to thank God with you that God has given us life, to reach this day, the end of 2025. It might have been a difficult year, like to me it was a difficult year, but there is something that I should thank God for, and that is the gift of life. The gift of life. So you may be going through some challenges in your life, but before you dwell on the negative, as we reach the end of 2025, one thing we have to be grateful to God for at least giving us the gift of life. I'm sure a number of you have had, some people that, passed on. And here we are. We are still on this life. We must be grateful to God for that. It is very important to thank God even in your difficult times. When you are having those challenges, you need to thank God that you have life. And I know sometimes some of these challenges, they weigh us down. They discourage us. They make us become optimistic about life. They're pessimistic about life. So, some people even end up wishing they would take their own lives. But you have to know, my dear friends, that you should never give up on life. Never give up on life. And I speak from experience. No matter what challenges you are going through, no matter what you are going through in your life, there is always a way out. Sometimes things will be so bad, you'll be humbled, you'll be ridiculed, you'll be tormented, you'll be agonizing. But all that, you are in turmoil. All that, there is a way out. And so we need to thank God. That is my first message to you, my brothers and sisters, that first of all, let us thank God that we have reached this year. Of course, the year has been challenging. On my part, 2025 has really been challenging. But nonetheless, I have managed to be here. I've managed to reach the end. So, I'm grateful to God. Of course, there are some few things that have been positive also. One of the major things that has been positive to me is, the fact that I reunited with my family. I'm very grateful to God. And some of you think that I'm very absent from my family. No, I'm not. I'm not absent from my family. Even when my wife and Kia were in Ethiopia, there was no day that I did not communicate with them. I was always talking to them. So with the technology that is there, things were much easier. My children also back in Zambia, even there, I am in constant touch with my children. And I think this is something that some of you who may not be with your children, maybe something that you would take. to make sure that you stay in touch with those that are not with you physically. There is technology now, so with this technology, it should help us to be in touch with those that we cannot be with physically at the same time. So that said, now we are talking politics tonight. I don't want to talk too much. I want to allow as many calls as possible so that people can express themselves. But just before I open the phone lines, I want to say that because of the challenges that we may have been going through, some of us have been frustrated with the UPND government and President Hakainde Hichilema. This is a fact. This is a fact that as much as things are looking good, from an economic perspective, all the indicators are showing a blossoming economy. Zambia's economy is blossoming. Zambia's economy is moving forward. But it is difficult for somebody who is going through challenges to recognize this, because you want to see it in your life. I'm telling you, my brothers and sisters, that those economic indicators, that positive stride, that positive trajectory that Zambia is currently enjoying will soon start reflecting in the lives of people. And so don't be frustrated to say, no, 2026 is coming. I'm going to vote. I'm going to vote. I'm going to vote out Hakainde Hichilema. I'm going to remove UPND. Tuichite Fukushi, UPND and President Hakainde Hichilema, they are on the right trajectory. And they need our support. They need our support. So 2026, from a political point of view, myself, I am saying President Hakainde Hichilema, NAFUTI, let him come back, and let all of you who are watching me right now vote for President Hakainde Hichilema in these 2026 general elections. Yes. No, but we are going through a lot of challenges. So no, we have to remove him. Okay. If you want to remove him, who do you want to bring? Who do you want to bring? You have to realize that changing government does not automatically change your lives for the better. You have to recognize that. Changing governments does not automatically change your lives for the better. It doesn't. Sometimes things become worse. And at the moment, our political scenario doesn't look very good. We are not in a position to change, because those that are in the opposition really are not showing any sign of confidence in terms of leadership. Our opposition is not ready. And yes, I am actually also in opposition. I'm still not UPND. I'm still Economic and Equity Party president. And I can even speak for myself, starting with myself, that we are not ready. We are not ready to take over power. There is no party. I can now go further to tell you that there is no party that is ready to form government. There is no party at the moment. So, my brothers and sisters, for those of you who think that no, you can change government, I want you to know, as we are crossing into 2026, that there is no party that is able to run government at the moment. No party. There is no party that is ready to take over government. No party. I'm going to open phone lines and we can argue over that. There is just no party that can run government at the moment. changing government in 2026 would be really dangerous. It would be a big risk. It would be a big risk. Changing government. Huh? Who? Which party? Which party? Which party is going to take over government? And you know, me, when I make these statements, I'm able to back them up. So when I'm saying that there is no party that is ready to take over government, I am able to back it up. How? Number one, if you look at all these political parties, they all admit that there is no party that is ready to take over government. They actually admit. And this is why you are seeing these alliances. Today le loka uka pa, my loka tonsa pa, my ati shan citizen chakuti, my ati whatever people's party, people's party. We are seeing these alliances. Not that it is not normal. I mean, countries, I mean, the small opposition political parties usually, they go into these alliances. But these alliances, at least usually, they go around one big political party. Alliances, usually, they don't work this party. No. Usually there is one big political party, which is like an anchor party. And all these other political parties, they just come and, reinforce the anchor party, the bigger political party. Like what they wanted to do with Tonse. When PF said, we are the biggest opposition political party, and, all the other political parties in Tonse must just come to anchor PF. That was right. Unfortunately, PF itself, the party that is supposed to be an anchor party, is disintegrated. You may be a PF member right now. And if you can't see that PF is disintegrated, PF is gone, then, my brother, you need to think twice about your political prowess. Because PF is gone. PF is just gone. There is no PF anymore. Even those who are calling themselves PF members, they cannot salvage PF. Because at the moment, there is no one who can contest on PF. There is no one. Even these elections which have been happening, the PF has not been able to sponsor a party as PF, a candidate as PF. In Chawama, we have elections. The PF are not there as PF. They are busy looking for other political parties on which they can ride on. But as PF, there is no PF. So we had a big political party on which we could have latched and fight as an opposition. That was PF. Unfortunately, PF is gone. And this is why most of us have found ourselves in these situations. Most of us have found ourselves in this situation, including myself. Me, I am like a soldier that was sent into a mission. And as I'm in the mission, the headquarters is bombed. The commanders and everything, they are gone. But I'm outside the country. You might not be outside the country. You might be within the country, but you are like that soldier that is fighting a battle without the headquarters, without a command center. So as much as you are calling yourself PF, as much as you can say, no, PF, I know my dear sister Precious will come here and say otherwise. I know when I open, don't call me now Precious, but when I open, I know Precious will come and say this is, but really, my dear sister Precious, there is no PF. There is no PF. And one evidence is that we are having elections, we have been having by-elections PF has not been able to sponsor a candidate. As we go into 2026, there will be no PF on the ballot. There will be no PF on the ballot. No PF on the ballot. Either councillor, either MP, and most of all as presidential. There will be no PF candidate. So PF is totally gone. It's gone. Okay? And now, no, but you're saying no, but they are this one. What about these presidential candidates? These presidential candidates, in my view, they have also not shown capacity that they can resuscitate PF. All the presidential candidates, without exception, they have shown that they don't have the ability to resuscitate PF. And worst of all, the man that is, going around calling himself president of PF. I'm not talking about Chavinga. Me, Chavinga is inconsequential. Me, I'm not talking about Chavinga. I'm talking about Given Lubinda. Given Lubinda, to some of you, and even himself, is going around masquerading as a PF president. First of all, Given Lubinda, even if there was PF, there is no PF. First of all, the first thing is that there is no PF. So when Given Lubinda calls himself president, I am wondering which PF is he president to? Which PF is he president? Which PF? There is no PF. There is just no PF. But even if there was PF, Given Lubinda is not the president. Even if there was PF, Given Lubinda is not the president. Because after Edgar Lungu died, by now PF would have gone into a convention. They would have gone into a convention and they would have elected a leader. As it is, Given Lubinda has long passed the time for him to be president. He has long passed. We are talking about 6 months since Edgar Lungu died. And even Edgar Lungu himself, if you want, actually, Edgar Lungu resigned in 2021. And whatever mess that was going on in PF, Edgar Lungu contributed heavily to whatever nonsense that was going on. Because sometimes people would want to think that, no, maybe if Edgar Lungu had not died, there would be PF. Even when Edgar Lungu was alive, there was no PF. And why? It is because of the selfishness of Edgar Lungu. If Edgar Lungu was not selfish, if Edgar Lungu was proactive, if Edgar Lungu was selfless, PF would have survived. But because of the selfishness of Edgar Lungu, PF died when Edgar Lungu was actually still alive. Now, what more? After he's dead, 6 months after he's dead, there is no PF. There is absolutely no PF. And even if there was that PF, Given Lubinda is not president. He is not president. So I find it strange that, he's even holding press conferences and people are calling him President Given Lubinda. President for which party? I'm a president. There is a party. And if you go to Registrar of Societies, you will find my name there as President of Economic and Equity Party. Given Lubinda, where is his legitimacy? Given Lubinda has no legitimacy. He has no legitimacy as president. And unfortunately, Given Lubinda seems to be holding on to this to this illusion that is a president. It is an illusion, a figment of the mind that is the president and is holding press conferences. Today he had a press conference and I was watching. I thought that he would touch on important points, but he didn't. Instead, actually, I like to write a few points when people are talking. Where is that? Oh yeah, here it is. Instead of talking about the important issues, Given Lubinda just went wayward with his comments. Given Lubinda was urging people to correct the mistake they made in 2021. With the way PF has conducted itself, who can really say it was a mistake to vote them out? Which reasonable person can say it was a mistake to remove PF in power, looking at how they have misconducted themselves? Just the way they are, where they are now. Who would say it was a mistake to remove PF out of power? If anything, we are like, wow, how did we even have these people in power? Because now this is the question. The question is not, why did we remove PF? I mean, we should be wondering, how did they even get into power? These people. Anyway, they got into power because of Sata. But soon after Sata died, PF was on the nosedive. It was on the nosedive. Again, somebody would come and argue with me on that one. I'll simply take you to the election results of 2015. The election results of 2015, where Edgar Lungu narrowly beat Haka in the Chile. And okay, fine, you would say no, because, people didn't know him, and it was the first time. Okay. Look at 2016. He won, but look again. Again, he narrowly survived. Otherwise, he would have lost the elections. Then, of course, 2021, look how he lost with a big margin. And then look at the economy. Look at the economy where PF left the economy. How much did we have in the reserves? How much debt did we have? What was going on in the country? There was very little that was going on in the country. All the PF were doing, they kept on borrowing to sustain their extravagance life, their life of debauchery. That's all. That is all they were doing. It's just borrowing money. So, given Lubinda should not say it was a mistake. No, we are actually wondering, how did we allow these people into power? How did we allow these people into power? And it is I don't know how I can put it, because end of the age, I don't want to sound so sarcastic. But really, it is an insult to the Zambian people to say they should correct the mistake that they made. I mean, does Given Lubinda think that the Zambians are so naive? They are so gullible that they would think of bringing back PF. Katweshima wale umfalimbi bimbi pali pantu mofia be fintna fiene kuti kulimbi pali ba mwabale monapati PF na equata life. PF doesn't have life. And Given said no, Edgar Lungu was trying to unite the opposition. Edgar Lungu failed to unite the opposition. And the biggest failure was Uka. If Edgar Lungu was really a leader that was going to unite the opposition, Uka would have succeeded. But he messed it up because of his selfishness. And they went to Tonse. And where is Tonse today? Then he was trying to be sensational. Trying to be, what is the word? Inflammatory. He was being inflammatory. The blood of Edgar Lungu is on by UPND, because UPND used to stop Edgar Lungu from going out for medicals. I mean, that is a lie. And this is one of my problems with given Luwinda and most of these PF leaders, they lie with a straight face. It is a lie that Edgar Lungu was repeatedly stopped from going for medicals. Edgar Lungu was not stopped from going for medicals. Whenever he had presented himself as going to the hospital, genuinely, Edgar Lungu was allowed to go. He went to South Africa. He went to South Africa. This is something that these people don't want to talk about. Edgar Lungu went to South Africa. Not this time when he died, but he did go to South Africa. I think 2022. 2023 he went to South Africa. Edgar Lungu went to Korea. Edgar Lungu went to Zimbabwe for inauguration. And of course, where did he die? If Edgar Lungu was being denied going to outside for medical attention, how did he die in South Africa? There were only times, yes, those times that you see Edgar Lungu at the airport and failing to go. It is because Edgar Lungu was trying to play in Ingalato, was playing in Samsh. That is how Edgar Lungu was being bad. It was only when Edgar Lungu's movements or travels were clandestine. That is when Edgar Lungu was stopped from going out. And by the way, there are not so many. There are only two occasions. Only two occasions. Only two occasions. So, what Given is trying to say, trying to feast, is trying to feast on the emotions of the Zambian people. The way they have been doing, they have been wanting to use Ichitumbi for their political mileage. And Given Luwinda, he doesn't want to get out of that. He's still on it. He's still talking to people of Chawama to say, vote for whoever, whichever candidate, because there is no PF. Vote for whoever candidate, for Edgar Lungu. Honestly, for how long are you going to play these, manipulative tactics, emotional manipulation of the Zambian people using Ichitumbi? That's why you don't want to bury, because you want to be using Ichitumbi for political mileage, for your political campaigns. And I said it when it happened. People thought I was wild when I said that this is what they want to do. But here it is. Here it is. These people have continued using Ichitumbi. Everyone is using Ichitumbi, including this Malukula Makebi. Is also using Ichitumbi to advance their political mileage. These people are uncouth. These people are callous. Imagine, how can you keep a person in the fridge so that you can use the body, for your political mileage? It is so unfortunate. It is unfortunate. So, Given Luwinda, by all means and standards, is a failure. He cannot resuscitate PF. He cannot resuscitate PF. These others, nothing, and some of them, I am reluctant to talk about them because they are my friends. But even them, they don't have the capacity. They don't have the capacity. Just that they can't come out and honestly say it, but they don't have it. They don't have it. Now they are even attacking each other. They are attacking each other. I mean, that's those things that Wakambwili said on Mundubire. It is quite unfortunate. Quite unfortunate. And Wakambwili is my brother. Wakambwili is my brother. And I always have, if you differ with your friend and then you reconcile, you don't want to go back to the same where you were. No, I don't think that is the best way to live life. When you reconcile with somebody, there should be a change. This is why you see that when I reconcile with people, even if they say certain things about me, I don't come out the way I did, because then there is no change. So Bakambwili is my brother and we have reconciled. But so all I can say is that I find the statements that he made very unfortunate on Brian Mundubile. And this is not just to defend Brian Mundubile, but I think Bakambwili was hitting a low belt. Bakambwili was hitting a low belt. A low belt in the sense that, me, from my perspective, I don't think Bakambwili can prove what he's talking about. I don't think Bakambwili can prove what he's talking about. Otherwise, Brian Mundubile would have been arrested. Why hasn't Brian Mundubile been summoned on any of his business activities? I don't think Brian Mundubile is immune to the UPND prosecution. I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean, at least from my perspective, I mean, I interacted with a man. I know the business that he was doing, and at one point I came out to, support him as one of the presidential candidates. I did my due diligence. I did my due diligence, and I can tell you for a fact that what Bakambwili is saying cannot be proven. Cannot be proven. And I know some people are saying, oh, but okay, if it is not true, he should Brian should take Bakambwili to court and blah blah and blah blah. I don't think I would advise him. I mean, we don't talk now, but I don't think I would advise him to go that route. And the way I know him, I don't think he's a man that would go that route. It is just unfortunate that Bakambwili, went that route. I don't think Bakambwili can prove that, And whilst on the other hand, I mean, there are things that anyway. New York. Suffice to say that these people, these differences that are there, Mao Sampoku, Kambwili Hukum, nani, they are other examples of that. This party has no life. This party has no future. It has no future. Makebi Zulu ukusungirire chitumbi uku and using it for political campaign. PF is just gone. PF is just gone. So as we come to the end of the year, I was trying to justify, to say, I don't see PF, coming back. And most of all, I don't see any political party that can take over from UPND. I don't see anyone that can take over from Hakainde Hichilema. This is why all of us, we must make up our minds and make sure that Hakainde Hichilema comes back into power. We have to make up our mind, because if you don't vote for Hakainde Hichilema, who are you going to vote for? If you don't vote for Hakainde Hichilema, if it is not UPND at the moment is the only party that is there. So let us not risk, let us not experiment with our country. Let this party that is there continue. And, in future, the opposition might organize themselves and build capacity. But at the moment, there is nothing. Banan, Bafred Membe, na vesa na pakti ya wo. Na vesa na pakti ya wo. Bafred Membe for sure. Bafred Membe, I mean, he's one of the list. He's one of the list. Bafred Membe, look at his party. Bafred Membe is forming a pact with other political parties, and yet his political party is hemorrhaging on its membership. I keep saying that a socialist party, you have got in public toilet, where you cannot go and stay for a long time. You go in and you come out. You go in, you come out. You go in. Socialist party is really like a public toilet. Yakuingira bofu, uyaingira afuma. Uyaingira afuma chapwa. You know, so that is not a party that can give anyone hope. But Fred Membe himself is not a politician. He did very well as a journalist. Na post yao, he did very well on that. I give him that. But politics, politics is nowhere. He is just nowhere. Niba nani, kapishi. So, my brothers, we just have to be, we just have to make up our mind and be comfortable that Hakainde Hichilema is bouncing back. And he has to bounce back, because we cannot be taking the risk of thinking about other people. And my elections, they are just a few months from now. Few months from now. So let us make up our mind. And there is one thing that I want to talk about, is this issue of saying, no, Hakainde Hichilema has been meddling with PF. Because this is the narrative that these guys will want to run. They want to run a narrative that, you know, in Zambia there is no democracy, because the ruling party is meddling with the other opposition political parties. But really, especially when you talk about the PF, where is Hakainde Hichilema coming in? Where is Hakainde Hichilema coming in? The confusion and the distraction of PF has been from within. Mao Sampa quarreled with the Given Rubinda. From there, Mao Sampa, you know, came up with that convention of his and went to Konabena Chavindi. Ukonomba Ariwela Maus is back this side. But everything has been a mess. There is nowhere where you can say, no, Hakainde Hichilema this. No. Even these Ama fights, Ama presidential candidates, they are busy insulting each other, pulling each other, calling each other, our MMD, we don't want Easterners, Given Rubinda is lousy. Now they have even gone to an extent to say Given Rubinda is not Zambia. All these issues, where is Hakainde Hichilema coming in? Was Fred Membe. Fred Membe. Everyone who goes there, he comes out. Everyone who goes there, he comes out. Is he going to blame Hakainde Hichilema? So, we must be very careful and, you know, refute that narrative that these people may want to bring to say UPND or Hakainde Hichilema is frustrating the opposition. Because our differences or our lack of capacity is our own. Our lack of capacity is our own. So let us not bring it, no, Hakainde Hichilema. Let us just get used to the fact that, no, we don't have opposition at the moment that has got capacity to take over. And Hakainde Hichilema should continue. I'm opening phone lines already because, like I said, I don't want to take too long. I want people to call in and express themselves, not necessarily over what I've said. You can talk about other things as well. We have come to the end of the year, so anything which you want to, you know, to talk about, you are free to bring up that. But for me, tonight, I am simply saying, thank God for the life, you know. I thank God for my life. And for me, tonight, and for this year, my resolution for the good of our country, we need Hakainde Hichilema to continue. We need Hakainde Hichilema to continue. There are a number of positive things which are happening in Zambia, which I'll be talking about as we get into the year, so that, you know, we kind of give you a stock take of what the UPND has done. I'll try to be as honest as I can be, you know, to point out where they have failed and where they have succeeded. I'll be able to tell you, you know, as I'll be doing these analysis as we go towards the elections. But tonight, don't allow negativity. You know, negativity is just part of democracy, you know. Negativity is just part of democracy. It's just part of democracy. We have to embrace everyone. We have to embrace everyone. I know it's not a very good day. I know a lot of people have gone out there to celebrate, you know. And by the way, here we have already crossed. There were, you know, fireworks display, but I'm waiting for our crossover. I'm waiting for our crossover. Chilishan fonta ilira abantu n'abamu kukaba mu bushiku bwa leero. I don't know, for whatever reason, my phone is not ringing. I'll take it that people have gone to celebrate New Year, and I'll leave it there so that I can join my family in the New Year celebrations. But as we close the year, I'm simply saying we thank God. We thank God for our lives, and we hope for the best in 2026. Thank you for journeying with me in this year, you know, listening to my programs, participating in my program. I am very grateful. I think we are going to do more in this year. We are going to do more. I am also very active now, even on YouTube. Hello? Hello?
Hello, Mr. President. Good evening. I don't know what time it is where you are.
Good evening.
Okay. This is Felix.
Yes.
Calling you from back home here in Zambia. I would love to talk about two things. If you have Bishop Alik Banda.
Oh.
Now, issue the death of PF. We're not talking about the death of Edgar Lungu. Now, today, PF. You know, PF is gone. Let's not even waste time. Even our bundles will talk about PF. There is no more PF. That's what I can simply say. So, given where we still have time, we are going to court. Is it really looking at things from the other lenses? If he goes to court today, the court will adjourn. He goes to court next month, the court will, and time is running out. When are they going to organize themselves? Instead of making an alternative or plan B, where is the plan B? Tell the people what is the plan B. What is it? I want to immediately abrupt, this is plan B, trend around us, and the people will be following madly and knowing the kind of people they are. Because from the top leadership, confusion here, each one of them wants to be a leader. Look at that HH. Now UPND will study the HH from Mazoka. There's never been a fight of who is going to be president. HH was never an MP. He just remained as a president until he became a national president. But when boy he was just sucking from the mother, comes back, no, nine day for president.
Yeah. Anyway,
there's nothing about fear. Then Bishop Bishop, we are very sorry that he is being summoned. But if he is supposed to respond to offenses he committed, let's not politicize things. Just because he's a bishop, no one is above the law. Just because he's a bishop, he can't be summoned. Other bishops are raping people in the churches. They are being summoned, they go there. Who speaks for them? Who politicizes their collapse? So if him is corrupt today, or there's some suspicion that let him go and answer. Why should people start politicizing? No, HHLA is going to bring the country into civil conflict. Which is civil conflict? Let him just, even himself, come back and just sort out issues. Which civil conflict? Who can justify to say today whoever was prosecuted by HH never did anything? Evidence. And not just start politicizing things, going international as if we're in Zambia, like we are just stupid people. And the only person who can speak for us, for instance, is JJ Band.
No, thank
who can say that what the church is doing is very wrong. No, we are all citizens and we are all answerable to the law.
No, thank you, my brother. Thank you.
Good. Have a good night.
Yeah, okay, thanks. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello, President.
Yes, sir.
Machomabani.
Bueno, mwachoma name.
Choma bwino nami kya kwambiri kafesti ne kutuma kamsana nayo. Nima kukomkani chabe mwameni muma yesa kulondolo la kuti maybe wantu wanga mveses koma nikuyamikirani wa boss kuti mupitirize. And then va PF vamene vakilema kubwerera stinga mpange mistake va president stinga pange mistake. I'm telling you, the PF, they don't mean well for the Zambians. What they are planning, vaboda manje kuleta nkondo ya mene wanaye kuchiteji. Because what more if mwamene moposi ni mwamene wali, but vango chita vankondo. So we can't make that mistake. We can't make that mistake. Stinga yese kwese ratu. Why? Because we love so much our country. Tifu na maningi country. And then mtendere wamene uliko yu. Kiati embekeza opposition kapera ni 2031, kapera ni 2040, kapera ni lichi. Kiati embekeza opposition inangu. Not this current opposition. Iri kuona ni mwamene wangu menya na veka chabe. Mani wabula usogolera wamena. Awe takana ifima Zambia niteti tabe alao venangu. Awe president aliko alichape bwino andi timu votera again mu 2026 mametinge na timu votera and azapita chabe so chwe azapita bwino. ona ene bakangwa kuleta tupia mudala baikangwa kuileta tupia ya balungu manje babulwa bafuna bachebanje manje kulisi wazimverana nsoni pamene waenda ku bantu wazimverana nsoni muntu yafunika mvera nsoni muntu afunika kumvera nsoni before you go pa platform paliponse munga sunge tupia president outside for more than 6 months and then you are claiming to come back wazimvera nsoni ngati watimvera pa so wazimvera nsoni ija tupia warungu si tupia si awo weka iyayi amvera ka ponkara mu public office meaning bonse ni president watu enze president watu onani mwamene watisewanyira waudi yonse watisewanya wamene wa PF in fact they need to be arrested wapanga ni treason ya mene wapanga so thank you so much. I'm very humbled to communicate with you, sir. May you continue. I wish you a happy new year.
Thank you very much. Changes pemperera nine.
Amen.
Ziko.
Amen.
Indeed. And on the issue of Alik Banda, I've seen the call out, which is on social media, but I will not comment now because I need to get a little bit more details before I say anything. So I'll be going around the underground to find out a little bit more on what could be the issue, before I say anything. I think I'll leave it there for tonight. My brothers and sisters will talk again, in a new year. Let us be positive. 2026 is a year of blessings. 2026 is a year in which we must make a statement. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, good evening.
Hello?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
You might be the last lady that I'm talking to in the year 2025.
How are you?
Me, I'm fine. How are you?
How are you? I'm fine. This is Cindy calling from Lusaka.
Sorry?
This is Cindy calling from Lusaka.
Cindy. Not the Cindy,
Yes.
my Cindy, no.
Sorry?
Not the Cindy, my Cindy.
Even last time when I told you, you said the same thing.
I said the same thing, eh?
Yes, but I'm still Cindy.
Yeah, I had a Cindy. Anyway, go ahead. At least Nasekako. Yeah,
So I'd love to know the
yeah, Cindy, wherever you are, Cindy, I wish you a happy new year. Yeah.
Okay, so for me, I'm just to appreciate you. Because first, like, I didn't know anything political, but through your platform, I've learned a lot. Maybe at least you brought light. Like, I now understood political things because of your platform. Even though I don't call every time, but I always listen to your program, and it has really helped me a lot.
No, thank you very much, Cindy. Thank you very much. I ask you that you should continue praying for me.
Yes, definitely. We'll continue praying for you.
My special prayer request, in Enadiba Open, my special prayer request is that, I next year, today, I should be in Zambia.
And it will come to pass.
Please, if you keep
will
praying,
come
it will come to pass. Yeah, no,
Yes.
I want to come back home. Me, I love my country. Kusuma kuno batao.
That's why I have you here.
Naitema kuchalo chendi. Diminga kumanya kona sindi wandi.
Alamwese noye mkao kumenyenga lesinzi wewe.
No, thanks very much, Cindy. Ati? No, listen, Cindy. Immediately, Idioko ndi Muzambia. Send me a text message. Send me a text message,
Okay,
and I'll make an effort. You stay in Lusaka, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so it is even easy. It is even easy. Ngana fika Cindy inenshiri mwaume wabufya taumwe na Cindy yo Cindy uyo Cindy ndela ndapo na mwishiwe 1999. You can imagine.
Oh.
I'm a very loyal man.
Huh? Yeah.
Yeah, so it is a year. Next year is a year of possibilities. Next year is a year of possibilities. I can assure you that. Yeah. Let's just keep praying. Okay, my dear. Thanks, eh?
Okay, thank you. Good night.
Good night. Thanks. Yeah. Indeed, next year is a year of opportunities. Next year is a year of opportunities. Hello?
Hello.
Good evening.
Mr. Tali. How are you?
How are you, indeed?
Very good. So for me, really, my message is just about to thank you, Mr. Tali, for the work you do in keeping public discussions active and also engaging people. The whole Zambia, like Cindy has just said, we've learned a lot from you. A lot. Even us, very educated people, as you call us, some of us who just talk, we have learned a lot from you. And I'd like to wish you a happy and successful 2026. And in your own words, as you've just said, it'd be nice to hear that you're back home or that UPND are going to do something for you, which I look forward to seeing, to be honest with you. And yeah, the best of luck to you as we get into 2026, my brother. Take care.
And I also want to thank you, I mean, because you're one of, a productive caller on this program. I mean, you bring very good insights, very good counsel. So it is people like you also encourage me. So thank you very much for journeying together with me on this platform. I hope we can do much more next year. Since we are going into the elections, we need to be honest and we need to bring our ideas for the good of our country.
Together, yes. And yesterday, when I was listening to Makedi Zulu, I think he had some presentation that he put out yesterday or something. I could see an empty tin in that. And there's a lot to talk about. The issue of Archbishop Banda is also huge. To be honest with you, I know you don't want to talk about this right now, but I think that's something that the Holy See should look into, because there's no way somebody who's holds such a high, who's held in such high regard in the Christian world to be political, and the Pope has made it clear. You have made it clear. I go to the Vatican pretty much all the time when I'm in Rome. I'm in the Vatican pretty much all the time. So, to be honest with you, I really would like to see something done about this. There are a lot of people that are taking the church for granted. So, yeah, I know you don't want to talk about that, and that's okay. That's okay.
No, it's just that, I mean, I just got it. I just got this message, and I need to have...
You need to have credible...
Yes, yes. When I'm talking, I also need to give people maybe a little bit of an idea why he's being called. You know what I mean? you know, so that, I mean, we want to be objective. If it is an injustice, yeah, we can talk about it. But if it is something that is just, I mean, we should be honest and discuss it as such. Yeah. No.
For sure. And Watayali, you're so educated. For somebody, I don't know whether you have a master's or whatever, but I don't know much about your education, but oh my gosh, when you sit there to speak, mamma mia. Oh, listen, I'll give it to you. You receive your flowers, as they say in Zambia. Receive your flowers.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I received that.
Have a great day. Bye.
You too. Thank you. Bye. Hello? Hello?
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
How are you, Mr. Tayali?
No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm feeling good, and I'm just praising God that I've reached this year end.
Thank you. For me, I will not talk about PF. I want to talk about you. When are you coming back home?
So you see, like I'm sure if you have followed my discussion here on this platform, that is one of my prayer requests that I'm making to God, that I come back home. So in terms of when I'm coming back home, that is a question that God will answer one day.
Yeah, that's my prayer, and I know you have tried to put some strategies here and there, and I would also advise that you need to widen the net so that you complete the strategies. What we want is to see you home with your family, and we'll continue arguing ourselves as Zambians. It's also very healthy.
Now you see, you are saying a strategy. To tell you the truth, I have no strategy about coming home. I have no strategy about coming home. Whatever I do here, I do it out of my conscience. A strategy about coming home, I don't have. My only strategy about going home is God. It's only God. That is my own strategy. That is my own strategy. And I think that strategy is wide enough. It's not about, because a lot of people they say, no, let by UPND, whatever, let Hakainde each them, or let whoever. No. I think it is beyond that. I think it is about God. Just like, if you look in the Bible, there are a number of people that went into exile, and at the right time, God brought them back into their land. And that is how I take my exile. It is, I think God wanted me to come out here and learn something. The time that I've been here, I've learned something. And I'm sure God himself, the time that he will decide to say, go back home, he will prepare that journey for me. And he will prepare where I will go and stay.
No, thank you. We'll be praying for you. Surely we need you back. We need your energy. You are very vibrant, very young politician. Surely we'll continue praying for you so that you are back home. Thank you and work well.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, my brother.
Yes, my brother. Happy New Year, first of all, that's right.
Thank you very much, and same to you.
Thank you. So I just want to follow up with the previous caller. I was saying you need to go back home. I think I've been following you for some time, and I feel that your contributions are very valuable because you are very objective. Where you have to say the truth, you do say the truth. Where even when it's uncomfortable, you are not a person who says things to please people. But I heard you say you don't have a strategy, but only God. And I believe the Bible says that if your strategy is good, then you just take the steps, then he will walk with you.
And
So
exactly.
I think my personal advice is if there are people maybe that you need to speak to, apologize, or officially request that we need to go back home, I think take those steps, my brother. Do it. God will work with you, and a lot of people to support you. Because what you are doing is valuable. You are a patriot, in my own opinion. So I'm sure if you are to go back home, you have enough support, and God will work with you, and all will be well with you and your family. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Hello? Hello?
Mr. Superpayag.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Hello, yes, yes, sir.
This is Kennedy calling you from Zambia.
Okay.
Batayali.
Emkwe.
Hello.
Emkwe.
Wengupa?
Emkwe.
Okay. Nende wonse nara wonse languages nara wonse chwe.
Emkwe.
Ile nari konkamo sana. My brother. And the Okulande think I can confess to you to say na aliwo muntu ali against na nyuma kwa so okay ushale mpapute ushale stuff understand this issue sekunde palivo because if you are ni konka neto na re ni senda shale ya kusana koneka na re tunkunga you understand that but to be honest with you hapa Adisa kapa exchange ya kulanda ti ndo friction of understand number show mulanda. Hello?
Emkwe.
Are you getting me?
Yes.
Okay. So, esho ninga landa kosa kulanda ti. My brother, be consistent. Nesio mulechi kashi. You are a very good person, a very good man. Uwafu abantu abengi mukulanda ukwinoko mulanda. But sometimes kula veyo kangwa nshishibenga mula losing a patience. Kula veyo mwisa mukufumamo mwishira yakalanda you fail to maintain that consistency. You fail to be consistent. So try by all means to be consistent so that people can be taking you seriously. Like Apostle, people have, you've seen, people have started taking you seriously. No that this person has a point, Musharanda. So if you continue by doing that, chika mnyafwa, ero chika afwa na vena Zambia wengi. Ero futichara afwa na party okule supportea UPND.
Yeah, so mwamfwa.
Ero futichara afwa na development ukuya pantanshi mcharo chesu.
So mwamfwa.
You people like you.
So mwamfwa, ebwa fena kwata. Ubobwina bapene pali fine mwalanda. I appreciate all the compliments. But apu mwalanda kubati, be consistent. Chala afwa party iyo tule support. Paso icho mwalanda defenyo kwati because in the supporter I am speaking in favor of the UPND. Okay? And and you want me to continue just being on that. In a problem kwateyo. And I can never promise, I will never promise anyone. That is not consistency. That is not consistency. Consistency is about saying the truth as it is. It is not about consistency to a party. It is about consistency to the truth. So even UPND, even UPND, when UPND does something that is not right, I should not just be to say no consistency, and then I gross over the wrong things. Like by PF, for example, by PF today, by PF today, they are very unhappy with me. Very unhappy with me. And they are calling me all sorts of names. But if in the land, what I'm saying on the PF, it is the truth. It is coming from my heart.
Yeah, it's the truth.
It's the truth. It is the truth. When I'm saying that, PF na yonaika and mwewa yonaula ni mumweveni, ama facts they are there. We saw how Mao Sampa went for an illegal convention. We saw how Edgar was holding on to power without giving it, instead of giving it to somebody else. Today we have seen how they are fighting. So these things are real. But Itumbi, Pamfo Yabalungu. I mean, I don't agree. I don't agree. And this is my position. But for them, dialogue is inconsistent. When I'm talking about Waka in the Ichilema, let me just go. Then Waka in the Ichilema. Waka in the Ichilema, I'm not supporting him just because I want to go home. No. I'm not supporting him just because it's not really. That's why even I said it is beyond Haka in the Ichilema, it is beyond whoever. It is up to God. So inaisha ivika maka yaka bati mpaka feba Haka in the Ichilema baka njite leso mwine waishi baba Haka in the Ichilema le lopo bani. You never know what tomorrow might be. I mean, and I don't know even what Haka in the Ichilema is thinking. You know what I mean? So it's up to God. So consistency ne iyo mle mpepera kofi iyo mle mfuaida yakwewo kwebati ifintunga tafiri bwino na lande chishinka not to go about you tamuwa consistent.
On that one I support you. On that one I support you.
I always support when I'm supporting, when I don't agree with you, when I don't agree with you, at that it are consistent. Let us be consistent. Mufishinka. Na Waka in the Ichilema ndeba supporter. I'm telling you, it is coming from the bottom of my heart when I say there is no one at the moment who is better than Haka in the Ichilema. There is no one who is better. There is no party which is better than UPND. It is coming from the bottom of my heart.
Which is true.
So,
which is very true.
So that is my consistency. Vakalamba. Anyway, what did you want to say?
Nachafo kulanda pagi like Yamatsaranda, no consistency, not because I'm supporting UPND or Shan. Definitely Piura. Nachafo Piura, the point which you said to say no, my consistent kurande chinga. Yeah, ukurande chinga for then Palavako, sometimes when you become frustrated about something, then mulesa mukuwonsya okukalipasi obukali and abantu frustration irain abantu balesa mukumonamu like because they are, even if you are frustrated about something, there are channels within the people about they frustrate nashani abo munda start communicate, you talk to some of them, you see how their responses, then mamona okay if you nara when I come like on social media or what
okay, so yes. So umfweni number even on that one because it's true from your perspective you would look at it from that angle, but usually for me when I don't lesa mkufuma na isa fuma fenombat kachibe ninja shagunu moku ninja sha. I am a very patient person. I am a very patient person, at least kuma political and national matters. Even Nabapenenderanda, it's not that you are UPND, but 100%. Panapenenderanda. There are a number of issues that I would say, but fine, you know. But, you know, I have that tolerance to say, tatupuiririka. Even if I in the Ichilema tawapuiririka. So I give that benefit. Even like for example, my good friend Brian Munduvile. Brian Munduvile, I'm telling you, ngate patience. But you know, I have that tolerance. I have that tolerance. Wakamwiri. Wakamwiri, for example. Wakamwiri. But you know, so Paliandisa mukufuma
Now,
like pali
on that one, on that issue, yawa mundu vile. On that issue yawa mundu vile inena fuma mushumo inena ba mundu vile kumporokoso. Kwa muombo. Na familia ba mundu vile ingi twalishi banafana. Abaiche babo na shani bantu aishi banafana na vile. And October I was in Mporokoso. Bamunduvile for 10 years, being a member of parliament of Mporokoso Central. My brother, if you go to Mporokoso right now, you can't tell to say kwa MP Mporokoso. So, inenda shoku beba abantu. This person, yo munduvile, go to Mporokoso. Uye pa town center para PNF. Mumone ifi abapo. Siri ndise kaseka pa market ama road za shunguruka mtu mulita location karake naka kwanda nta time center. Bali filo kubombera kwe chiri chonse. Ama road zayo baambi from Mporokoso to Kawambu tapave fya chitika, from Mporokoso to Nsamoku ya Kaputa Nsumbu tapave fya chitika. Even the township roads, even the road ila ineware puidilisha ya shireba mena dimisapa okubombera pana bali filo kuipuidilisha bwino. Now okubura wa mundu bya tubabike ba president ero bala bomba nga bali filo ka constituency ka bwaka nono nga Mporokoso ukubomba mwefini tiza kanda fiafa bena Mporokoso bafikira mati we have an MP bala akwashani charo because ba mundu bile nga kwa muntu wa bufina mbwana ba mundu bile bali bagudu kulanda but bali kwa tishobu fina bena bamdala bamzeva ubuingi sana tapai no kolenga pale charo kuntashi. So eso mulerandira you've seen in those angles mulerando no kulanda okay na nkwesha but still kukwata vile 200 votes now you make a twist because even Mporokoso no one can vote for Abunduvile. So anyway politics
anyway, no, thank you very much. Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
All right, have a good night.
Yeah. Now the issue of consistency is very difficult, very difficult, and I can tell you that I struggle with my conscience on many instances where I'm like, really, what should I do here? What should I do here? But of course, sometimes I'm also human. So sometimes really I also make mistakes. I must admit, sometimes I make mistakes. Sometimes I'm emotional like this, like the previous caller had said. So, it's and somebody said, reach out to people, ask for forgiveness. I am proud, but I learn to humble myself, and where I feel that I've offended somebody, I don't hesitate to ask for forgiveness. And most of the people some people, from afar might think I don't talk to them. I do talk to them. I will tell you that there is no one that I don't talk to. And if there is something that I feel that I've done wrong, I'm not ashamed to say sorry. I'm not ashamed. The issue is, when you say sorry to people, some people will accept it, others will not. Others will keep grudges, others will even start avoiding you. There is nothing that you can do. You can only do what is within your powers. You can only do what is within your powers. The rest, you leave it to other people. And what they do, it is up to them. And at the end of the day, God is for us all. God is for us all. Yeah. Anyway, I think let me leave it here and, continue with the New Year celebrations. Thank you very much for all of you that have participated in the program today. I appreciate your counsel, and I am growing. I hope 2026 I'll be a better person. I'll be more wiser. You know, I just want to be a good guy. I just want to be a good guy. I just want to be a better person in everything, including in my family, as a father. I just want to be a good guy, and I try. But sometimes I fail, and I ask for your forgiveness. But please continue praying for me. May God bless you. Happy New Year. And may our country be prosperous under President Hakainde Hichilema. May God also look after President Hakainde Hichilema. May God really bless Hakainde. These days I've been praying for Hakainde Hichilema so that God can protect him, God can give him good health, God can give him more insights, God can give him more wisdom, God can give him more, can open doors for him to do great things for our country. Let us pray for President Hakainde Hichilema as our leader. Thank you very much. Bye.